Grifters. So I thought it'd be super original. Grifter. It's a pretty good movie. A grifter is like a con man. So I like the idea of an anti-hero, a guy that kind of maybe lived his life on the fringe.
Yeah. So is it kind of like, did you feel there's a combination between a Western hero and
Yeah, I think the roots are in Western mythology, or American Western mythology. The masked man, right?
Yeah.
The, what are those handkerchiefs that people wear around their necks? Bandanas. Yeah, English is my second language. I had to learn it. Rosetta Stone. Thank you. I'm still studying. I'm on the subjective case. Very tricky. If I were to give this sketch away.
Can you read your own work and enjoy it without being critical?
I can be critical and enjoy it, because when I look at my work, I see the circumstances of which I was drawing that particular page, like where I drew it, maybe what I had for dinner that night, or, you know. But yeah, there's usually a story behind every page. Maybe like a figure or a hand that really I struggled with and had to draw like 4 or 5 times before I got it right. There are pages I've drawn on the floors of train stations in Italy when it was super cold out, and I was waiting for the FedEx office to open when I was living over there, and I was trying to get a page done before I took the bus, to the FedEx station. This is back when FedEx wasn't so ubiquitous. Their offices were on the outside of town. Yeah, so. And then there are pages I look at and go, man, I don't remember drawing that page. Doesn't happen often. What happened to my brush?
Who is your favorite to draw?
My favorite to draw. Oh, here it is. My favorite to draw. I don't have one particular character. I know there's certain characters that are favorites for people, so I kind of tend to draw them. But if you draw the same thing over and over again, you get really sick of it. So it's nice to mix it up a bit.
Julia's favorite character?
That one I have Spider-Man. I'll say that just because Stan's not here. If you were here, I don't like drawing Spider-Man because it's basically a circle and there's not much detail there, and you have to draw that webbing, and that's just kills me. Don't like it. Right? It's just there's a pattern of how it goes, and I always forget that pattern. I screw it up, and you got to just really be careful with it because it's all about the pattern.
What are your thoughts on drawing digital comics rather than...
Whoa. I had 2 questions at once. What are my thoughts on digital comics and what?
Yeah, drawing between digital comics and doing it paper and ink.
I draw on paper still. I enjoy digital comics.
What was your favorite story arc in your comic?
My favorite story arc that I drew?
Yes.
I don't really have one particular. There are certain issues like the first X-Men that I did with Chris as part of the regular run, the one with Captain America, Black Widow, 268. Yeah, that was a lot of fun, and that came out of a conversation Chris and I had on the phone. He said, "What do you want to draw?" And I said, "Well, I'm gonna draw Black Widow. I'm gonna draw Captain America." I thought, this would be kind of spread out over the course of the run that we were gonna have on X-Men. He put it all in one story. He said, "Oh, it's gonna be set during World War II," and it was cool. And as we were like, I would say like halfway through that story, we were both like, "Oh my gosh, like we should do this as a 2-parter. We should just like come up with another ending and then do a second half." And the editor was Bob Harris. He said no. He cheated you guys out of the second. Anyway, so this is Grifter. Super easy.
The phrase, "I'm the GD Batman."
That was Frank Miller.
Or do you get
I would create the gosh darn Batman. Anyway, so.
When the character hugs,
Oh.
looking at pictures of mummies.
Wait, hold on one second. I'm just, what? I'm gonna try to teach you something with each sketch, and this one I'm gonna show you how to draw a bullet hole. So you just draw like a circle like that, and then the crack in the, and then so the bullet comes in and it creates an indentation. It's almost like the nipple of that, and so that creates like a little bit of shadow. Yeah. And then this whole thing has a shadow, just like everything else I've been doing. All right. So you do that once, and people go, "What the heck is that?" You put another one.